I talked to him on the phone. We have the same agent. I was asking him like, just shooting shit, kind of being like, you should come to the Dodgers and all that stuff. But he's relatively quiet, and it was like a pretty quick phone call. So.
I'm so excited for
Oh,
this.
there it is. Gosh. I mean, it just,
Hi.
like, as soon as I see that face and that hair, I just instantly get excited.
Which is why I want
It
to know.
is so
Nice.
pretty.
That's
And
why
then
I
look
wanna
at the
know.
view. Look at that view in the background. Like,
Nice.
it's just
You know,
gorgeous.
the door and set it up.
Yeah, but you look at
nice.
the reflection is amazing.
Yeah,
there you go.
You're living
Thank
the
you.
life,
Thanks.
Tyler. Tyler Glasnow joining us right now, but we've been talking about this for probably longer than we should. But did you go to the Roki Sasaki meeting? If not, were you like, oh, I wish I was there? Because I feel like you would have been a great ambassador if you weren't invited.
I was not there. I don't know if I was even. I don't even know where I was. When was this meeting? Give me the details.
Tuesday.
It was like 2 days ago.
Oh, well, no, I wasn't there. I'm in Tampa too, so it's kind of a far flight. I would have gone, but I think they're probably covered. I talked to him on the phone. We have the same agent. I was asking him like, just shooting shit, kind of being like, you should come to the Dodgers and all that stuff. But he's relatively quiet, and it was like a pretty quick phone call, so I wasn't expecting to get too much out of it. But
Whoa. Hold on.
Hmm.
Wait, he speaks English.
Yeah, right. But like, I was like an in-passing phone call. I called my agent manager, like, "Oh, I'm with Roki." I was like, "Oh, I'll say what's up, hello, hi, goodbye," kind of like a very quick
You're like, hello,
goodbye type
come
of
play
thing.
for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
We can win another ring. Thank you. Okay,
Exactly.
We'll see you later.
Yeah.
See you in Glendale.
It's kind of, yeah. I'll see you out there, hopefully.
Any insight from
I don't know.
the agency?
No.
What are we
Oh,
thinking
for me,
here,
no.
dude? We're days away from a decision. I mean, it has to happen by the 23rd. We're at the 16th, so we're within a week.
Oh,
What do you think? What's your prediction here?
I don't know. You got Darvish on in San Diego, and I know they're pretty
Yep.
close. I know like a lot of people look up to Darvish. I heard he likes the Blue Jays a lot, and then I heard he likes the Dodgers. So I feel like everything in between that, like all the hearsay stuff, is like, I don't know. I just have heard those three teams, and I guess it's just kind of up for him to decide. Like I think too,
Yeah.
I mentioned too, I sent him like a thing and was like, if you want to, I haven't played for the other two organizations, but if like one of your main goals is to become the best pitcher you can possibly be, like, like development wise and everything, scouting report wise to like all that stuff, I was like, this is the place for you. If I think too early on, he still has like, he has to come up with the minimum ARB free agency type thing. Like if your motivation is whether it's like money or winning or whatever, I think this is the best place to grow as a baseball player type of thing. That was my message.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. Oh, you're like, hold on.
Yeah.
World Series ring. Yeah, hold on. Oh, we win every year. Oh, yeah. And we have the best player in the world on our team. And we have 2 other MVPs. Oh, yeah, sorry. And, and we just signed a 2-time Cy Young Award winner just in case you didn't feel comfortable enough with our pitching staff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know why anybody would ever.
Or just
sign
even
in
like
LA.
development too, though. Like even like just the stuff they can give you in between each week. And like if you're working on something, like I think they're pretty advanced and far ahead with all that stuff, like the new age stuff, you know what I mean? And like I don't know how much of that he's into, but I think it's just an easy place to like get back on track when you feel like shit in the middle of the season, you know? I think that's what I've noticed anyway since being here.
Okay, so I have to ask, since we were talking about the meeting before you came on, what happens at these meetings? Have you ever been asked? Because I was never asked at one of these meetings. But I want to know, like, what do you think happens? You think they sit around? Because there's no clubhouse at Dodger Stadium, right? Because they're redoing all the clubhouses. Because Shohei made you guys too much money, so now they have to spend it, like, on clubhouses for you guys, okay? But what do you think happens? They all sit around in, like, a conference room, and they serve them dinner? Do they take them out somewhere to eat? Or, I mean, I just want to know, like, how the Dodgers wine and dine somebody.
I don't know. I think I'm sure they get some intel and some insight on like what he enjoys or what he likes. I'd assume. I would always hear these stories prior to Roki. Like I'd ask my agent, certain guys that he would have that people are trying to sign as free agents or sign from whatever international club. And I've heard a few stories. I haven't really gotten down to like what they did with Roki, but I think you kind of go to the stadium, I don't think you go to a restaurant. I'm sure they cater something and then they bring in like nice food from what I've heard. I don't know about Roki's situation, but I think it's just kind of like, let me woo you. Like I'm basically taking you out on a date and I want you like, this is what your life could be type of thing. And I think it's just that. And then I think a lot of it too is dialogue. Like what questions do you have? I'm sure the teams run through a presentation of like, this is how we could make you better type of thing. And like, we've noticed this, and I'm sure teams will be like, we've been studying you for a long time, and like, here's video from way over here, and now it's here, and these are some adjustments we could do. And I think just the overall understanding and whatever you can do to become a better pitcher. I think ultimately it's just, this is how we can help you. You should come here and we'll do it.
We clearly want to get insight on these meetings. So I'm going to ask you, did you talk to Yamamoto? Obviously, you don't know what Roki's situation was. Did you talk to Yamamoto? Did Yamamoto ever say, dude, I love watches, and when I came for the meeting to like sign here, they had this sick watch, or I love cars and they picked me up in a Bentley or something like that. Did he ever give any stories?
No, I didn't ever really talk to him about that. I would chat him up in the dugout a bunch of times, but I never really thought to ask like how they wooed him. I'm actually going to ask him that now. And then if we get Roki, I'll ask him that too, and then I'll let you know. But I'm not really sure at all.
Tyler, what you need to do right now is call Joel Wolf, right now, right? And ask him where he's signing. Call him while we're on the air and say, listen, I need to know, okay? I need to know right now where he's signing. Yeah. We know he already knows. Just tell us, please, because I'm tired of talking about it.
I'm a big client.
Yeah, I'm a huge client. You got me a great extension. You're getting your percentage. Now tell me so I can tell the world.
He'd give me nothing. He'd be like, I don't know. We'll see when he signs. Like,
I
don't even have it in. I didn't really call to try to get info, but I remember calling, just being like, "What's up? And he happened to be with him, and they were in like forever. I don't even know where they were at, like somewhere throwing. And I was kind of like, "What's the deal?" And I don't think he's not going to tell me. I don't really want to pry either, you know. I'm just kind of like, he's going to do what he's going to do. He's probably had so many people asking him and people hitting him up.
Pry away while we have you, please. Pry away. Be like, Joe, I got this urgent. I just got to know right now, and don't even tell him you're on the camera. It's like, I got to know. Yeah. Okay, thanks. And put it on speaker so we can all hear it.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd be thrilled.
There you go.
But, I mean, he did throw. There are pictures of him throwing in Padres gear at Petco the other day.
Really?
Yeah, there were
I'm sure, too.
talking about
like,
on Twitter.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I'm sure that he went there to throw, or like they were like, here's a shirt you can wear. And he's wearing a shirt. Who knows? You think he's sold? You think he's in there? Yeah.
AJ, I think those were fake. And it was not Roki. It was not Roki. It was a fake. It was like the dude was from his balcony at one of those buildings in San Diego.
It was Loki, the Marvel guy, Loki.
No, what I read, obviously it's all conjecture, but it was Yu's son throwing, who has pristine mechanics also. And they were, because it was so far, and then everybody put it out there, Roki Sasaki in a Padres unit? In Padres, it was shorts and a T-shirt. No.
Couldn't it be similar to like, what if, it's probably not this way in MLB, but like, remember when all the college kids would go and like do their visits at whatever college and they'd put like Texas gear on, or they'd put Oklahoma gear on. Maybe he's just doing that. Maybe he just wants to wear the jigs, see which one feels comfy. Maybe he's wearing Toronto and LA stuff. Who knows?
Apparently, some people said that's what he's done.
Think about stuff at other stadiums. Think about this for Tyler. When we first talked to him, he was leaving Tampa, and he was all sad. He's leaving Tampa. And now look at him. He can't wipe the smile off his face, even though he still lives in Tampa. Yeah, if he was still in Tampa right now, he'd be playing in Steinbrenner Field in front of, like 8,000 people. But instead, he's a world champion, living the high life, recruiting players to his team. Right in Tampa, he was members. Like, please keep me so we can have a team to play with.
That's true. Honestly, that Steinbrenner situation's kind of nice. The roof situation's not, and the hurricane situation is super not cool, but that might be kind of awesome for the team. Go to Tampa. How many, with capacities like 15,000, they're going to sell out every game. Ticket prices, I'm assuming, are going to go up because everyone lives in Tampa. I think the city's going to have a nice little buzz to it. And then maybe the city of Tampa will be like, all right, we'll maybe we should try to have a team here. But I think it's going to be awesome. And I think if you're a hitter, too, and you got a little bit of time left there, the ball flies there. I think it's a win-win. Not for the pitchers, but for the hitters and the city of Tampa, I think it's going to be insane.
I think you're the first person to say that on the history of.
I don't know. Nice I've been talking, dude. No, but it is. It's not bad. They're doing renovations, and it's close to like people who live here. But I think fan-wise, like engagement, and that's kind of that wasn't really a thing in St. Pete. I guess every now and again it would be, but now I feel like they're going to get a lot of fans, a lot of rainouts too. But it's another story.
You're the mayor of Orlando. What do you think about that?
I want him in Orlando, so come on over. Come on over.
It's getting closer.
That's right. That's slowly working their way closer to Orlando.
Yeah, that's
there you go.
people in Tampa will jump way quicker to even a last-minute game experience.
For sure.
You can't do that. You can't, right? I mean, explain. You
You
can't
don't want
do
to cross
that
the
in St.
causeway. You don't
Petersburg.
want to cross the causeway.
The causeway.
Yeah,
it's
no
like
way.
it's like there's like lava, and people won't go across there at a
It's
certain
wild.
time
Dude,
of day
because I
it
lived
gets
in
filled.
Tampa. Even driving home, it's not even about getting there, which also equally sucks. But getting home is crazy because like getting onto the freeway to go over the bridge is like the traffic is insane. It just takes forever, so no one's really willing to go. And I think too, if you can sell out hockey in Tampa, Florida, you can. I think baseball's got a shot. Like it just seems because those hockey games are insane. They're always sold out. I've never been to one that doesn't have like a ton of people there. People outside, it's nuts, and they're relatively close to each other. It just seems like a pretty good situation.
Hey, when you bought Derek Jeter's house on Davis Island, I mean, it's tough. It's a rough life you lead. To cross all those bridges, Jeter and Tom Brady's house that you had to buy on Davis Island over there.
I think some Prince bought. Who did buy Tom Brady or Jeter's house? Didn't some like super rich guy buy it and then blow it up, or not blow it up, but knock it down to build like some super mansion?
I mean, it already was a super mansion. It was like 25,000 square feet.
It wasn't bougie enough.
It's like what Kratz lives in Pennsylvania. Very similar. Very similar views out the backyard.
Yeah, there you go. It looked a little weird from the outside. Obviously, it's a sick house. No one's complaining, but it looked a little. It was a little concretey. Like it was kind of like a crazy looking. Have you seen it before? Have you ever been out here? It was gnarly. It was awesome space, but it was a crazy looking building.
AJ's been there. AJ's been there. He's
Sleepover?
wined and dined. Sleepover.
Hey, look, Derek's my best friend. Look, he once gave me a shoe sign. So Derek and I are best friends, okay?
Yeah.
Accidentally.
Yeah, you got those shoots by accident, Tyler, and then he kept them and made Derek sign it. That's the real story.
Yeah.
Nice.
That makes
He's an autograph hound. AJ's an autograph hound. Hey, have you seen? Yes, outside of his house, he's always like, "Hey,
Jeter, please,
will you sign?
please, Jeter,
Look.
give me a second."
I'm this guy outside his
Eric.
house with this thing. Please,
Yeah,
please sign
there
these
you go.
37 cards, please. Thank
For
you.
my kid,
Yeah.
right? Isn't
Yeah,
that what the
for my
autograph
son.
hounds say? Yeah, so fake. Go ahead, Kratz.
No, I was just going to ask, have you or any of your teammates seen any of the renderings of the ring you guys are going to get here in about 2 months?
No, I've only heard like rumors on it and like kind of what it looks like, and I've heard it's like insane. I heard it's just amazing. We don't get it till I think our second game in season in LA, so I think it's like still far away enough where I'm just like I'll let the surprise build up a little more. But I know they're gonna go all out. I think too there's like some custom options. We just got an email about like you can put your signature in it and you can like choose what size you want. I think now they'll do like you can choose a pendant, a medium, or a large ring. I'm doing a large ring. Just gonna do like the whole thing with the signature and then just have that. But like does people wear World Series rings? I guess if like old time dudes will wear it to like places. Yeah, like you don't wear them. It's just I think I'm gonna like probably leave it in like my parents' house or something, or just I'm sure they'll display it or have it in my house. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm excited we're getting one for sure.
Mine's in a safe. I never wear mine. I wore it a little bit when we first got it, but now it's just
on a show, like a big show. I don't know.
If I go somewhere like super, like if it's a fancy something like really fancy, then I'll think about it. But even then, it's just like it's just
In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah. I think too back then it was like I think like more old time stuff. Like back in the day, people. I know some older folks too that always kind of wear them around and sport them. It's kind of like not a thing anymore. I feel like it kind of I don't know why, but people really don't wear it anymore. I don't really feel the urge to wear it either. It's kind of like because then a bunch of people are like, what is that? Let's talk about it. And I think you're kind of just trying to not cause too much attention.
You're good looking enough. Tyler, you're good looking enough. If you had a ring on, everybody would talk to you. Right? He doesn't need the ring. They're just like, you have to be somebody. Look at you.
That's the one.
I know. But okay, so they also weren't as huge in the past. That's why people could wear them. They just had like the one little diamond in the middle, and they were the colored stone. So that's a different. All right, I have to ask you, since you still live in Tampa, do you know what this weekend is in Tampa?
Gasparilla. No, it's the 25th.
Huh.
Is that right?
Oh, it's next weekend. No, it's next weekend. Yeah. Have you ever done Gasparilla?
I have a few times. I'm not going to go this year. It's super fun. It's awesome, but it's very just like wake up, drink a bunch, afternoon, drink a bunch, go to bed. Like it's cool. The parade's cool.
Okay.
The float. Huh.
No, I'm asking, have you ever actually been a pirate for Gasparilla?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've like dressed up casually. I think if you're here and you're going out, you generally do something small, right? You put like a hat on or some beads or whatever. Last year I went dressed up. The year before, I did something small, nothing like too crazy. But this year I'm not even going. I don't even want to. I don't want to be all around all of it. It's crazy.
I was lucky enough one year to actually get to be on the boat, like the
thing,
right?
That's what you mean.
So
Yeah,
people outside of Tampa have never heard of Gasparilla, but it's like this
I know it.
weekend thing where all these people dress up as pirates and they put them on this boat, and you sail through the like Jose Gaspar, who's allegedly discovered Tampa, and you sail through the bay and you end up at the convention center. You get on a bus and you get on these floats and you walk down Bayshore and you pass out beads and you just drink.
It's Tampa Mardi Gras.
It's Tampa Mardi Gras, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They start you at like 6 a.m. They put makeup on you. You're like unrecognizable. You have this whole get up on. They want it to be unrecognizable because you just don't know what's going to happen. And it was one of the best times of my life. It was one day and it was unbelievable. It was so fun, but it was so bad.
Do we have photos?
I have photos on my phone. I didn't share any because I didn't know we were going to go
Going
there,
on that actual ship would be pretty cool. Like that, I think that would be a fun time.
Okay, so there's like 400 people on this boat, all dressed up in their thing, and my buddy who did it took me back in the back, and they had beers stacked up, and I'm like, damn, that's a lot of beers. And he goes, they have enough beers for 20 per guy on the boat, 20 per, and it's like an hour boat ride, and they expect you to. I'm like, there's no way.
Whoa!
And it's a miracle no one's fallen off and like died.
Right.
This boat.
Are they doing like hard alcohol in there too, or is it just
anything you want, anything you want.
No rules. Florida.
And then you walk down the street and everybody hands you a drink because you're dressed up like a pirate and you're supposed to give them the beads.
Yeah.
It's like this whole thing.
Oh, I've heard about it.
It's unbelievable.
All the college kids in a lot of college kids in Florida, all across Florida. Like I was in Miami, Tyler, and I never went, but a lot of kids would go up there for that weekend. And they said it was Mardi Gras in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ty,
all right, well, good. We learned a lot.
You dress up as a pirate. You say you dress up as a pirate casually. Well, you played as a pirate casually for a few years too. So
True.
Which is better, your dress up as a pirate or your play as a pirate?
My stats and how I performed was way worse than going to Gasparilla for sure. But like experience as a pirate, there's some good and some bad. It's kind of the same. There's some good bad with Gasparilla, good bad with the Pirates. It's kind of a mixed bag. I'd say my experience with the Pirates is probably better than Gasparilla, but that's just my opinion. Some people love it, like AJ loves it.
AJ loves it, but AJ loves to do anything like one time. Sometime I'm going to see AJ up here in Philly doing the Mummers Parade. Nobody knows what the Mummers are, but it's
20 beers deep.
20 beers deep.
Yeah.
I don't know about that for AJ.
Yeah, there you
That'd
go.
be a good show.
All right, real quick. You just traveled a little bit. Did you or did you not travel to the same place that I traveled to in Africa?
Where did you go? Someone just told me you went.
Yeah, we were in Botswana. We were down in South Africa. We did safari. We did Victoria Falls. I saw your picture there at Victoria Falls. Where else did you guys go?
We flew into Johannesburg, did 2 safaris there. One, where was it? Close to Zimbabwe, kind of close to Victoria Falls, and we did one at Kruger, and then we went to Victoria Falls, and then we went to Cape Town and went all around there for a while, and then went to Stellenbosch, that like the winery with like all the organic. Yeah, we went there for a couple of days. It was like a 2-week thing. So safari in the first half, and then Cape Town, doing all that stuff, food and city, and then we went to the winery and then back home. It was insane. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
Unbelievable trip. One of the best trips of my life. I know AJ's done it. You did the exact same trip, including Stellenbosch, including Victoria Falls. We just did ours backwards. We did Kruger. Did you guys stay in like a tent in the safari?
We stayed at like the second we went was a little bit more like bouge, but the first one we did was like in the middle of like kind of everyone was like native, and it was still more like it wasn't a tent. It was like not like super luxury, but like a building. And they had like not a bit like little huts for everyone, and then they had like a local watering hole. Yeah, kind of, but not as much. The second one was more glamping. The first one was a little bit more like true, and that was my favorite one. If I were to go do it again, I would rather go like do the tent thing, like actually do it and like camp the whole time. Because the only thing I didn't like, which I thought I would, was like the glampy type of it, like the food, and I kind of want to just get kind of grungy with it, you know? Is that what you did? You go
Yeah.
tent, or did you kind of glamp it?
Yeah, I mean, it was glamping. It was glamping. I mean, it wasn't. We didn't pop up our own tent, but it was legit. The watering hole. Elephants came down to the watering hole.
That's cool.
A croc attacked an elephant at the watering hole while we were there. I was like, "Holy crap, this is awesome!"
That's cool. We saw some kills and stuff, not as they were happening. We saw them after. So we just saw like lions eating buffalo and stuff. But my one goal was to see lions have sex, and it happened, and it was great.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking. All right. By the way, I was Insta stalking you the other day once I knew you were coming on. Okay, and you also were in Thailand. I was in Thailand, just my favorite place. I've been to Africa twice, Brad, so save it. But I was in Thailand for my second time in Thailand. It's probably my favorite place. But we showed the picture of you at Victoria Falls at the Angels Pool, Devils Pool, whatever you want to call it. There's two. But you had your shirt off. You had your six-pack. Do you have a better body than Scott Braun? And if you say yes, I need both shirts off because I want to see it on the show. Who has the better six-pack? You or Scott Braun? Let's go.
You got to go find it on Instagram or something. I'm not doing it. I'm not making it on here.
Exactly. I'm sure we'll do the photo side by side. We're not doing it right now. And we got to hit the commercial anyway. So, Tyler, this was great, dude.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.